The Great Pyramids of Giza. The Great Pyramids of Giza, specifically the Great Pyramid of Khufu, are the most famous of Egypt's ancient pyramids, built around 2560 BC. Designed by Himi-yu-nu, a high-ranking architect and royal official, the pyramid was constructed as a tomb for Pharaoh Khufu. The pyramid's construction took roughly 20 years and used over 2 million limestone blocks, each weighing between 2 and 15 tons. Though it's unclear how many workers were involved, estimates suggest up to 20,000 to 30,000 laborers, including skilled masons and unskilled workers. One of the biggest mysteries surrounding the pyramids is how the massive stones were transported and positioned so precisely without modern machinery. Some theories suggest ramps, sleds, and ingenious techniques using water. While there are no confirmed records of workers' deaths, given the dangerous conditions and physical demands, it's assumed that many may have died during construction. Despite the lack of advanced technology, the precision of the pyramid's alignment with the cardinal points is impressive, showcasing the remarkable ingenuity of ancient Egyptian engineers. The Great Wall of China. The Great Wall of China is not a single continuous wall but a series of walls and fortifications built by various Chinese dynasties over centuries, beginning as early as the 7th century BC. The most famous sections, built by the Ming Dynasty, 1368 to 1644, were designed to protect China from invasions by northern tribes, including the Mongols. Stretching over 13,000 miles, the wall was built from a variety of materials, including earth, wood, bricks, and stone. The labor force for the construction included soldiers, peasants, and prisoners, with some estimates suggesting up to 400,000 workers were involved. Unfortunately, many workers died during construction due to harsh working conditions, inadequate food, and diseases. It is said that bodies were buried within the wall itself, although this is likely a myth. The rugged terrain posed significant obstacles, but the Chinese engineers overcame these by using local materials and adapting their techniques to the environment. The Great Wall remains a symbol of China's determination and engineering prowess. The Panama Canal. The Panama Canal, completed in 1914, is one of the most ambitious engineering projects in history, connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans through a 50-mile stretch across Panama. The canal was initially attempted by French engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps, who had previously built the Suez Canal. However, the French effort was plagued by tropical diseases like malaria and yellow fever, as well as engineering challenges due to Panama's mountainous terrain. After 22,000 workers died and the project failed, the U.S. took over in 1904. American chief engineer John Frank Stevens redesigned the project, opting for a series of locks to raise and lower ships rather than cutting through the mountains. Later, George W. Goethals oversaw the final stages of construction. Advances in medical science, particularly the discovery that mosquitoes spread malaria and yellow fever, allowed U.S. doctors to combat these diseases, reducing deaths significantly. Despite the challenges, the canal was completed in just 10 years and revolutionized global trade by cutting travel time between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans dramatically. The Eiffel Tower. Designed by Gustave Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower was built as the entrance to the 1889 World's Fair in Paris to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. At 324 meters tall, the tower was the tallest man-made structure in the world until 1930. The project, which took 2 years and 2 months to complete, involved 300 workers assembling over 18,000 prefabricated iron parts. During construction, safety was a high priority, and only 1 worker died, which was a remarkably low number for such a large project at the time. Despite its modern appeal today, the Eiffel Tower faced heavy criticism from artists and intellectuals when it was first built, with some calling it an eyesore. However, Eiffel's innovative use of iron latticework, which provided both strength and flexibility, allowed the tower to withstand the strong winds Paris is known for. Today, the Eiffel Tower stands as one of the most visited and beloved landmarks in the world. The Hoover Dam. Completed in 1936, the Hoover Dam is a massive concrete arch-gravity dam that spans the Colorado River, providing water, hydroelectric power, and flood control to the southwestern United States. The project was overseen by the U.S. Bureau of Reclamation and designed by John L. Savage. Construction took 5 years and employed over 21,000 workers at its peak, many of whom were desperate for work during the Great Depression. Building the dam was an enormous challenge due to the harsh desert conditions, with summer temperatures often reaching 120 degrees Fahrenheit. To combat this, workers built a refrigeration plant to cool the concrete. Tragically, 96 official deaths occurred during the construction, although some estimates placed the number higher. Workers faced dangerous conditions, from blasting tunnels to divert the Colorado River to handling heavy machinery. The construction company's 6 companies incorporated employed modern safety practices for the time, but accidents were still frequent. The dam's completion was a significant achievement in American engineering, and it remains a crucial part of the region's infrastructure. The Burj Khalifa. Completed in 2010, the Burj Khalifa in Dubai stands at 828 meters, 2,717 feet, making it the tallest building in the world. Designed by architect Adrian Smith of Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill, and constructed by Samsung C&T, the building required cutting-edge technology and engineering innovations to support its unprecedented height. The tower's Y-shaped floor plan provides structural stability, while its reinforced concrete core and steel spire help it withstand the intense winds of Dubai's desert environment. Construction took 6 years, involving over 12,000 workers from around the world. Despite the scale of the project, there were relatively few major accidents reported, though there were controversies surrounding the working conditions of the laborers, many of whom were low-paid migrant workers. The Burj Khalifa's completion marked a milestone in architectural achievement and symbolized Dubai's rapid growth and ambition. The Channel Tunnel, Channel? The Channel Tunnel, or Channel, connects the United Kingdom and France beneath the English Channel, making it the longest undersea tunnel in the world. Construction began in 1988 and was completed in 1994. Designed by a consortium of engineers from both countries, the project faced numerous engineering challenges, including drilling through 31 miles of underwater chalk marl. Approximately 13,000 workers were employed on the project, and 10 workers lost their lives during construction. Advanced tunnel boring machines were used to dig through the earth, and workers had to carefully manage water ingress and maintain ventilation to avoid suffocation. The tunnel now allows high-speed trains to travel between the two countries in just 35 minutes and is one of the most important transportation links in Europe. The Golden Gate Bridge. Completed in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge connects San Francisco to Marin County across the Golden Gate Strait. Designed by Joseph Strauss and Irving Morrow, the bridge was an engineering marvel, with a main span of 4,200 feet, making it the longest suspension bridge in the world at the time. The bridge's construction, which took 4 years, faced several obstacles, including strong tides, frequent fog, and powerful winds. One of the major safety innovations of the project was the use of a safety net, which saved the lives of 19 workers. However, 11 workers died during construction, many due to falling into the waters below. Despite the challenges, the bridge's completion was hailed as a triumph of modern engineering, and its distinctive international orange color has made it a beloved symbol of San Francisco. The Colosseum. The Colosseum in Rome, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was completed in 80 AD under Emperor Titus. It was designed to host gladiatorial games, public spectacles, and dramatic performances. The construction took about 10 years and involved tens of thousands of slaves and skilled laborers. The Colosseum's design is notable for its use of concrete and the complex system of vaults and arches that supported the massive structure. It could hold up to 80,000 spectators, with an elaborate system of staircases, entrances, and exits to allow for efficient crowd control. The amphitheater has withstood earthquakes, fires, and centuries of neglect, remaining one of the most iconic symbols of ancient Roman engineering. The Suez Canal. The Suez Canal, completed in 1869, is a 120-mile waterway connecting the Mediterranean Sea to the Red Sea, dramatically shortening the shipping route between Europe and Asia. The canal was designed by French engineer Ferdinand de Lesseps and took 10 years to build, with over 1.5 million workers involved in the project. The construction was fraught with difficulties, including diseases like cholera and malaria, which claimed the lives of thousands of workers. Despite the challenges, the Suez Canal was completed without any locks, making it unique among major canals. Its construction transformed global trade, allowing ships to avoid the long journey around the southern tip of Africa, and it remains one of the world's busiest waterways today.